Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do something different today and break down some battle rap. Loaded Lux versus Clips, Charlie Clips, man. Very slept on battle. I don't think the community talks about this battle as much as other battles by Loaded Lux. This battle isn't really mentioned that much, even though it has like over 9 million views. So obviously people are viewing it and entertained by it. But when people talk about people that Lux has killed or beat decisively, a lot of people don't bring up this battle with Clips. And to me, Lux destroyed Clips in this battle. Like, it's not even close. Like, it's not even debatable at all. But a lot of people have Clips winning this battle. 2-1, you know, a lot of people have Clips winning. And it's sort of down the middle between, half the people feel like Clips won, half the people feel like Lux won. It's just, there's levels to this shit, man, when you watch it back. So let's get into it. Let's break it down. We're just going to react and break down their first rounds because this battle is so long. I'll be here for 10 hours if we break down the whole battle. So we'll listen to Clips's first round, Lux's first round, and just sort of judge both of those first rounds. So yeah, let's get into it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so as well. But I love battle rap, man. So let's enjoy and let's break it down.
This Harlem, man. This Harlem. You know it gotta hit the floor. This Harlem, nigga. All right.
It's Harlem, nigga.
Good foot. Good in the dice game. Man, jump, man. No.
Damn, I don't remember Lux being this angry. Because god damn. This Harlem, nigga.
12 out of here.
12.
12.
All right, go ahead.
12. I know you not doing that. That's
Shit like that.
Hold on, I remember there was a lot of shit going on before the battle starts. Let's skip a bit forward.
Tom? All right. Yeah, he was about to rap.
Move back a little bit this way.
Damn.
It's all right.
It's still going.
All right.
God.
It's all right. It's a lot of tension. Y'all gotta excuse me. A lot of tension. Excuse me. All right. A lot of tension. Y'all ready? Call me.
I think it starts here. This shit is crazy. The build up to this shit and all the antics before the battle even begins.
I got you.
The energy in the room, the tension.
All right, we going. Y'all gotta pardon me. It's a lot of testosterone. Testosterone in the room, baby. Yeah, all right, I got you.
talking about nuts and shit, man.
Oh man, brother, I haven't seen ass in so long, man. You got to pardon.
What the fuck? That shit is so funny. I remember this shit. Excuse me. There's a lot of testosterone in the room, B. Clips is so fucking funny, bro. You out here talking about nuts and shit. Like, that is so funny. And then his reply to that is so even more funny. Brother, I haven't seen ass in so long. You gotta pardon me. Like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? That shit is so fun. Even look at Clips' face right here. He's cracking a smile because he knows that shit is funny. Clips is a funny nigga. What he said was funny as. He's out here talking about nuts and shit. And then he didn't expect him to say that. Like, look how he... Just listen to this shit again.
Yeah, all right, I got you.
talking about nuts and shit, man.
Oh man, brother, I haven't seen ass in so
Notice how the room got silent. You know, because Lux doesn't say too much. So when he does say some shit like that, it sort of silences the room and redirects the energy. It's all just funny shit, but even he's surprised. Like, look at it.
So long,
Brother,
man. You
I
gotta
haven't
pardon
seen
me.
ass.
Hold this, man. Y'all
Has
wanted
he-
that great hoodie thing, but shit, it's hotter than the bottom of a slave ship in this thing, man. Shit, man. No. I got you, man.
This nigga look like he went to get
come
married
on.
and his wife left him.
Come on.
That's funny as well. This nigga looked like he went to get married and his wife left him. Like, he sort of does look like that. Like, Clips's mind is just Clips is a comedian, bro. He's so funny, bro. In his interviews as well, Clips is just so naturally funny. You know, to be funny is to be very observing of things. Like, he's just, the way his mind works and the way he observes things and flips things is very funny. That's why he's dangerous to battle rap against. He can freestyle against you, rebuttal you, say some funny shit to break the tension. That's why Clips is dangerous, you know, with his performance.
You right. I'm gonna get right to it. This the king of Harlem, nigga. No. Fuck that. I don't want this. I don't need that. We don't need none of that. We don't need nothing. No, you right. We don't need none of that.
Y'all not gonna boo none of this, right?
We ain't gonna need none of that. We gonna get right into it. You right. You right. You ready? Smackers, you ready?
Now, this is what I wanted to highlight. Clips sort of used this opportunity to flip this against him, saying, y'all not gonna boo none of this, like he's wasting our time, he just took off all these clothes. And then the crowd felt that because they feel like, you know, they've been on their feet for a certain amount of time for all the battles leading up to this battle. And then this is sort of taking long and they're like, why is he taking off all these clothes? No, this, like, Lux is like a Kendrick Lamar type of person. Kendrick Lamar makes dense albums and layers to all this shit. Everything means something. This segment here, believe it or not, means something, right? So, what was the first piece of clothing he took off? The grey hoodie, right? He takes off the grey hoodie because grey hoodie Lux, you know, when he battled against Miles, he's taking off the image of the grey hoodie. Then he takes off the suit. Against Calico, he wore the suit, right? Then he takes off the Rich Porter or the outfit, the shirt and the chain, the gold chain that he wore against Murder Mook. That's the outfit, that's the shirt that he wore against Murder Mook. So he's taking off all of these different styles of clothing, these 3 different styles, and notice he said, no, we don't need none of that. No, we don't need none of that. You're right. We don't need none of that. And the crowd and Clips thinks that's just random. No, why would he wear multiple levels of clothing to take it off? That's not random. And all of these things, as I said, are specific to what he wore in previous battles. So he's making a statement saying, I don't need none of this to win. Because people criticized him a lot around this time of, you need to wear a certain costume or outfit or become a certain character or persona to win, right? He's taking off all of the clothes, all of the personas, and saying, no, I don't need none of that to win. And then he just, see, all this shit he's taking off. And then now he's just wearing his regular Loaded Lux branded t-shirt, just a normal t-shirt, and saying, nah, you're right, we don't need none of that to win. So he's saying, I'm going to beat you without that shit. I don't need to become any of these characters. I'm sort of off that. And then now he's setting up the battle, right? This is the shit that, you know, people might not peep, but it's very, very interesting, right? So anyway, let's go.
None of this, right?
We ain't gonna need none of that. We gonna get right into it. You right.
But the thing is as well is, just like Kendrick Lamar, Lux won't explicitly say, hey, this is what I'm doing, you guys don't get it. He just lets the people get it over time, just like Kendrick. Kendrick might have multiple layers to certain things, and they're just relying on the fans, the critics, to pick up on this shit over time, because they know with the replay value, someone will pick it up and mention it, right? But in the room, it can feel like it's working against you because everybody doesn't know what you're doing and they just think you're stupid or you're wasting time. And then when you have someone like him saying, y'all ain't gonna do none of this, right? And he has to have the discipline to not explain that to the crowd and just rock with it, right?
You right. You right. You ready? Smackers, you ready? Charlie, you ready? Answer.
Is you ready?
Charlie, are you real? When the make-believers want to make you a believer. In a room full of dream chasers that started chasing a dreamer. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare. I got to wake you from me, bro. As fake as can be, but I know you ain't going to just stand in this ring to be laying there beat up. My man said, Charlie coming to fight. Shit, I would think he would need to.
You just can't teach this type of performance, right? Lux doesn't get the credit for his performance that he deserves. I think he's probably the best performer in battle rap. Hitman gets that title as the best performer, and I think he's an amazing performer. But if you actually look at this nigga, bro, everything is coordinated. Looking at the crowd, looking at the people on stage, then looking at Charlie, then looking at the crowd. Like, everything is so on point, right? So let's go back a little and break it down.
Oh, this is going to be a nightmare. Chasers that started chasing a dreamer. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare.
Dream chasers, chasing the dreamer. There's a literary term for this. I forget what it's called, chiasmus or chiasmus or something, like ABBA writing, where it's like dream chaser, chasing the dreamer, right? He's a dreamer. He's not real. That's why he started off as Charlie, Charlie, are you real? The make-believers, believing in, you know, the maker of all of this shit. Let's go back a bit.
Believers want to make you a believer.
Yeah, when the make-believers want to make you a believer, right? When they want to invest and believe in you and your raps.
In a room full of dream chasers that started chasing a dreamer. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare. I got to wake you from me, bro. As fake as...
Yeah, dream chasers, nightmare. I'm going to have to wake you for me, bruh. So nightmare, wake. You're not conscious of what's about to happen to you. They're all asleep as well. The crowd is asleep. They're dream chasers that have invested in you and your image and what you sell, but you're fake. And I'm going to tear all that shit down.
Oh, this is going to be a nightmare. I got to wake you from me, bro. As fake as can be, but I know you ain't going to just stand in this ring to be laying there beat up. My man said, Charlie coming to fight. Shit, I would think he would need to.
You're going to stand in this ring to lay their beat up, right? I know you're not going to just stand in this ring to lay their beat up. Dope there, the contrast there as well. And then the shit, I would think you would need to. Like all that Harlem swag, Loaded Lux swag, charisma shit that you can't teach.
As much flack as you got from not being in LA with them sneakers, nigga.
See, like the performance, as much flack as you got for not being in LA with them sneakers. So, certain sneakers, the flak sneakers that they wear in LA is a type of brand of sneaker. But he's referring to the Math Hoffa and Disaster incident where he was at that event and he didn't rush in to defend Math Hoffa, who's one of his friends. So as much slack as you got for not being in LA with them sneakers, right? Not getting ready to defend your brother, your friend, when they got at each other, right? So he's attacking his character, right? You're not who you say you are. The dream chasers chasing a dreamer. Are you real? Everything that he's saying is direct to Charlie so far.
From not not being in LA with them sneakers, nigga. No, he ain't gonna be slipping, baby. He ain't gonna be slipping. Well, shit.
He ain't gonna be slipping, baby. LA, black sneakers, then slipping, right? Catch him slipping. Charlie Clips doing the typical yawning shit, trying to manipulate the crowd to feel tired from what he's saying. You know what I mean? Charlie is a sneaky, slick motherfucker.
No, he ain't gonna be slipping, baby. He ain't gonna be slipping. Well, shit, I ain't gonna play with you neither. In fact, I'm gonna say some things, and I really could care less how you take to it either. Think I'm just showing up with these WrestleMania features. Smell what I'm cooking, nigga. I will rock your eye looking to box the 5, and you ain't got to pay Little Caesars. These yo... You ain't got to pay Little Caesars.
Dope. Let's go back.
Pay Little Caesars. Smell you take to it either. Think I'm just showing up with these WrestleMania features. Smell what I'm cooking, nigga. I will rock your eye looking to box the 5, and you ain't got to pay Little Caesars.
Think I'm just pulling up with these WrestleMania features. Smell what I'm cooking, I will rock your eye looking to box the 5, and you ain't gotta pay Little Caesars. Dope. The way he's rhyming, the multisyllabics. But think I'm just pulling up with these WrestleMania features. Think that this is just a game to me. This is just some fake shit, like WrestleMania is fake. These are real raps and real angles that I'm coming at you with. Smell what I'm cooking, like I'm cooking up this rap, but you know, The Rock is known for that slogan, smell what I'm cooking, or smell what The Rock is cooking. I will rock your eye, so referring to Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, I will rock your eye, looking to box the 5, right? But you ain't got to pay Little Caesars. Pizza, known for having $5 pizzas, so box the 5, $5 pizzas. I don't know if they're also cut up in 5 slices as well, but he starts with I'll rock your eye, looking to box the 5, so he's gonna punch you in the face, in the eye. But box the 5 is also 5 fingers is a term used to say you'll get punched in the face. Box the 5, like box with 5 fingers, and you ain't gotta pay Little Caesars, right? Just dope. The way it's all crafted, and it's all directed at Charlie still.
Nigga, I will rock your eye looking to box the 5, and you ain't got to pay Little Caesars. These yo... You ain't got to pay Little Caesars. Did y'all know he can walk amongst the tombstone tonight, home slice, and this ain't for no pizza.
Then the transition after the box the 5 Little Caesars, DiGiorno, like DiGiorno is another brand of pizza. He can walk. Wait, what did he say after that?
The tombstone Caesars. Did y'all know he can walk amongst the tombstone tonight, home slice?
DiGiorno, he can walk amongst the tombstones. So Tombstones is another brand of pizza, right? Tombstones, DiGiorno, but he can walk amongst the tombstones. Liam Neeson stars in a film called Walk Amongst the Tombstones as well, right? So he's saying that he's comfortable in beef, you know, around dead bodies. Like Liam Neeson, he was the main protagonist in that movie, walking amongst tombstones and killing people, and you know, was comfortable in that environment, just like Lux is comfortable in this environment. But the layered writing, right? This is going over everyone's head. Tombstones, DiGiorno, home slice, right? He's going to slice you up and make it back home very comfortably. Tombstone pizza, like it's all just linked in, but you wouldn't know about it unless you sort of research or, you know, just know about it, right? But this is layered writing. This is why I say Kendrick Lamar also does this type of shit in his albums. Even against Drake in the beef, just layered things that unless you catch the reference, you might not know what it is, but it's still directed at him.
Y'all know he can walk amongst the tombstone tonight, home slice, And this ain't for no pizza. You can say I'm a preacher, a panther, Rich Porter, a YMCA dancer, whatever. They gonna laugh. You entertaining. I just figure in the age when trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers, or don't send in a message, take a certain amount of characters to explain it. Like
God. You can say I'm a YMCA dancer, all of these things, but then he references what Drake said, when trigger fingers turn to Twitter fingers, don't sending a message take a certain amount of characters to explain it, right? Like certain amount of characters in a message feed, like in Twitter, you have like 140 characters or whatever, but doesn't sending a message take a certain amount of characters to explain it? So he was literally representing himself in previous battles as these different characters to send a message. So doesn't me sending a bigger message take a certain amount of characters? The suited up Lux, the grey hoodie Lux, the Rich Porter Lux, all these different Luxes, they had their individual message relative to those individual battles. So he's defending his position, saying, I know you're going to call me all these, you're going to say that I'm not authentic or something because I might dress up in certain costumes or whatever, or certain clothing to send a certain message. But doesn't sending a message require a certain amount of characters to explain it? But literally when you send a message, it requires a certain amount of characters to explain it, right? Oh my God. And then trigger fingers to Twitter fingers. It all just links and it makes sense what he's saying. He's defending his position. And then he now has taken off all of those characters in the beginning of this round, stating that he doesn't need that to win. But it served a purpose in his previous battles. So psychologically, he's making his position clear and it's effective. The crowd might not get it straight away. They get it, but just like Kendrick Lamar, he will string this and relate it to certain points that he's made previously, and it all ties in together, which is an example of very high-level writing.
how me, myself, and I already dangerous but schizophrenic. You with a Harlem hustler that'll black out with the shotguns on the stages.
How me, myself, and I already dangerous, schizophrenic, right? So me, myself, and I is like a schizophrenic way of viewing yourself. You have like multiple characters in your head, going off the previous character flip that he stated. But I'm dangerous because schizophrenic people are dangerous, right? So I'm crazy as well. So you better not fuck with me, right?
Just but schizophrenic, you with a Harlem hustler that'll black out with the shotguns on the stages. I'll kill you in front of moms free of charge, then pay for your whole funeral arrangements. God damn it, you better.
That was sort of slept on as well. I'll kill you in front of moms, your mother, free of charge, then pay for your whole funeral arrangement. So I'm killing you free of charge on camera. She's watching you free of charge when this is on YouTube, which it literally is. But then I'll pay for your whole funeral arrangement, right? Dope. Free of charge, pay, and then I'll black out with the shotguns on stages. The previous line before that, referencing his battle against Hollow the Dawn, where they all had shotguns and dressed up as the Black Panthers, and that was a dope battle. I think Lux won that battle as well, pretty clearly. Hollow was crazy as well, but people say that, you know, Lux died or lost there as well. It's debatable. It's a debatable battle, but I had Lux winning that battle as well, if I'm being honest. Just the material and the shit he's saying is just, it's crazy, man. But yeah, let's keep going.
Bet I'm back. Chuck, you the one who should have suited up for this nigga. You forever slacks. You could have got prep for that. It helps to match. Do it for your vines. See where I dress you at. Look at grandmama bow tied. I'ma go with his neck for that. Bow ties.
God, man, the scheme, the whole dress, clothing scheme. Let's go back.
You forever in front of moms free of charge, then pay for your whole funeral arrangements. God damn it. You bet I'm back. Chuck, you the one who should have suited up for this, nigga. You forever slacks.
Chuck, you should have suited up for this. You forever slacks, right? Slacks clothing is more casual clothing. Suited up. You should have been more prepared. Suited up for this. Chuck Taylors. Suited up. You forever slacks.
You could have got prep for that. It helps the match.
You could have got prepped for that. The battle rapper Prep is known to wear suits. But you could have got prepped, more prepared. To match as in we're in a match, but matching clothing. He's scheming right now, right? But it makes sense and it has a point to what he's saying.
You forever slacks. You could have got prep for that. It helps the match. Do it for your vines. See where I dress you at. Look at Grandmama Bo.
You could have got prep for that as well. Maybe prep could have helped you prepare better as well. He's insinuating, but you should be prepared better. Charlie Clips is known for not being prepared in his rounds in a lot of previous battles where he freestyles and doesn't come with 3 completed rounds. So he's addressing that. Good angle, right? It's based on truth. You could have got prepped for that. You forever slacks. Match. And then what does he say?
Helps the match. Do it for your vines. See where I dress you at. Look at Grandmama Bo tied. I'm going to go with his neck for that.
See where I address you at. Address you sounds like address. Dress shoe, where I address you at. But also dress. A dress is a piece of clothing as well, but dress shoe. But I address you at. Look at grandmama boy tied. I'm gonna go at his neck for that. Bow tie, neck is literally where it's placed on someone's neck. We get that. But go at his neck for that. I'm gonna kill him for that. But grandmama boy tied, bow tied sounds like that. So he always references his grandmother in battle raps as well. So look at his grandmama boy tied. I'm gonna go at his neck for that. Like it's just dope scheme, right?
Bow ties, bean pies. Yeah, you can rebuttal that. Yeah, they say you a good nigga. I fought greater. All labor, boss on paper, you a 4th grader. All
A 4th grader, boss on paper, all labor, you a 4th grader. Like the multisyllabics, right? But you're a 4th grader. You're not mature. You're childlike in your raps. Your raps aren't mature. The way you think is not mature. Your fans maybe are immature as well.
nigga, I fought greater. All labor, boss on paper, you a 4th grader. All you do is take a dope line or a gun bar and you just reference that with a sports player. You short paper.
My God, he's talking to his soul. All you do is take a gun bar and reference that with a sports player. You short paper, right? You short paper, you're shorting yourself. He's exposing his way of writing. Like, this is what great angles look like. Great angles are based in truth, and then you build momentum off of that. Like him not being prepared in battles, that's a truth that we know. We've clearly seen it on camera. And then he does use a lot of gun bars that are just connected to sports players or sports references. Sports references, gun bars, and he intertwines them. So he's obviously researched and studied his opponent and exposing that that's all you do. You're a 4th grader. I paint pictures. I talk with, multiple aspects of lyricism, metaphors, entendres, and actually have an underlying point and message behind what I'm saying. And I'm directing it directly at you, not just saying random shit to sound cool.
Fat boy, you couldn't get down with me with Rick Ross trainer, nigga.
You couldn't get down with me with Rick Ross trainer. Rick Ross lost some weight. He's known for being fat just like him. But you couldn't get down with me. You couldn't fuck with me or rap against me. Even if you had support like Rick Ross's trainer, you still couldn't get down with me. We get that.
Just cause you got tits, brah, don't mean you be thinking in broad layers. Come on, players.
Oh. And then the Rick Ross, fat person, now he's transitioning into this, his weight. Just because you got tits, bruh, don't mean you be thinking in broad layers. God. Just because you got tits, he literally does have man tits. Bra, like bras in bra, like brother, but bra, B-R-A, tits, bra. Don't think, doesn't mean you be thinking in broad layers. Broad as in female, female, bra, tits, broad layers, but you don't think in big, broader layers. This is based in truth. He doesn't think in broad layers. And this is coming off of what he said earlier. All you do is reference gun bars and sports references. You don't think bigger. And he always talks about, I'm trying to give you the large picture, and you stupid, ignorant niggas don't get it. Just because you got tits, bruh, doesn't mean you be thinking in broad layers. Oh my God. Do you see the difference, right? So a lot of people score battle raps based on crowd reaction. See, some of this doesn't get as much crowd reaction because it requires you to think a little bit. And a lot of battle rappers are on autopilot, right? So, but that doesn't take away from what he's saying or his performance at all, because we can clearly see the difference. This is nasty. He's exposing him. He's going at his soul, talking directly at him with wordplay and metaphors and all this type of shit.
It's in the talk. Scratch that. It's in the walk. You gotta look at how the bootleg cut. If you copy that, this clip's a fraud. Pictures off.
God. It's in the talk. Scratch that. It's in the walk. When you see how this bootleg cut, copy that, this clip's a fraud. Oh my God. So he said it's in the walk and then transitions to bootleg cut. You know, the bootleg gene is a type of cut gene, but your bootleg, as in that also connects to clips and movies. You're a bootleg. You're not the real thing. Copy that. Bootleg, copy. You're a copycat. You're not real. Going back to what he said earlier, you're not real. You're a copycat. This clip's a fraud. Charlie Clips is a fraud. Once again, copycat. You're not real. Clips a fraud. But look at the way. But he intertwines that with look at his walk. So from the thought of a real nigger walks in a certain way. They carry themselves a certain way. So watch his bootleg cut. Look at how he walks. He's not authentic. Look at the bootleg cut. This clip's a fraud. This is disgusting writing, bro. And it doesn't get the recognition it deserves. How intertwined all of that is. And it makes sense, right? Just like Kendrick Lamar. Layers and layers, but then the underlying ground of what he's saying, the underlying point makes sense, and he's going directly at Clips being a fraud. But using his name and the schemes, oh my God.
You are really in your balls, nigga. Cause I know you for being soft, not for flipping hard. Now you this nigga with attitude. Just cause Trey chilling with a cold block, that don't make him cute. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, you a boy in a...
God. No one reacted to that, and in the comments either. That is disgusting. Niggas talking about Clips 1. 1 what? Let's go back to that. Is that what he just said is disgusting?
Not for flipping hard.
I know you for being soft, not for flipping hard, right? Soft and hard, but I known you for being soft in the house, not a real street nigga, not for flipping hard, for flipping weight, right?
Now you this nigga with attitude. Just cause Trey chilling with a cold block, that don't make him cute. Don't...
That is disgusting. Now you're this nigga with attitude, NWA, nigga with attitude, right? But now you're this nigga with attitude, you think you're tough. Just because Trey chilling with a cold block, that don't make him cube, is, I don't know how he thought it. That is disgusting. The Boys in the Hood reference. Trey is the person that it was like a good guy and wanted to, you know, get into the NFL and, you know, get a scholarship and make it out of the hood. Ice Cube was playing Doughboy, right? He was the gangster in the movie. So just because Trey, so in this case, Clips is Trey. You're the good kid that is surrounded in the ghetto and surrounded by the killers, let's say. Just because Trey chilling with a cold block, that don't make him cube. So the underlying message is, just because you're chilling with the gangsters, that doesn't make you a gangster, right? Going at his soul. But just because Trey chilling an ice tray, right, where you have ice cubes on it, just because Trey, him, chilling, right, chill blocks a chill, a cold, just because Trey chilling with a cold block, an ice cube is literally a cold block, but referencing the cold block, just because you're in a cold block doesn't make you a killer. Just because Trey chilling with a cold block, that don't make him cube. A cold block is also a cube. That is disgusting when you break it down. All that from just one sentence. That whole scheme, Trey, chillin', cold block, cube, but ice cube, cube, Trey, as in a tray, but Trey. I'm repeating this just to how crazy this is. But it's not random, as I'm saying. It's going at him saying you are not a gangster just because you're surrounded by gangsters. That's disgusting, bro.
This nigga with attitude. Just cause Trey chilling with a cold block, that don't make him cute. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, you a boy in the hood with the
Boy
job.
in the hood.
If your man deal heavy, I feel worried. They kick the door. You tell him where the Pillsbury. See, you not the dope boy that you think you are, nigga.
Now, going at him being a snitch. You tell him where the pill's buried. See, you're not the dope boy you think you are. But like, sounds like you're not the dope boy you think you are. Because you tell them, you snitch. You know, if they kick the door in, if, you know, police come and kick the door in, you'll be the first to tell. Once again, going at his character that you're not built for this lifestyle. You're not this person you portray yourself to be in your raps with all your gun bars. Right? Let's go back.
Deal heavy, I feel worried. They kick the door. You tell them where the Pillsbury. See, you not the dope boy that you think you are, nigga.
But then also Pillsbury is a company and Doughboy is a mascot for the Pillsbury company, which is like a food company, like baked goods and biscuits and cookies and stuff, which also connects to him being fat, right? But then he's saying like he's the mascot, right, of this company, right? You not the so pills buried, but pills buried, right? Pills buried, but Pillsbury. You're not the dough boy you think you are. Oh my god! But then the mascot tying that in with that. Oh my god!
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Bang.
But then I think the mascot is made of dough as well. The dough boy, right? Just like his body, right?
I'm just poking holes in them.
And then I'm just poking holes in him, right? In the, I don't know if there's a commercial, but they poke holes in the mascot as well. But I'm just poking holes in him. I'm exposing his character. You see how everything is so fucking layered, bro? Think of how long it would have taken him to write this type of writing. It's just a refining process. You can't compare that with this nigga, bro. We're about to find out. It's just, it's so technical. It's so intentional. Everything means something and he's layered and interconnected.
Give me that water. Y'all probably couldn't relate to this. Besides, Hollow showed me you wouldn't be good with a business relationship. Psych, I lied. How you just letting niggas take your shit?
Oh my god. Hollow told me you wouldn't be good with a business relationship. Look at Nunu laughing. Psych, I lied. Using his slogan against him. How you letting niggas just take your shit, right? In the battle that he lost, Clips lost against Hollow. That was one of Hollow's best performances ever, man. But Hollow the Dons in that battle wore a shirt and said that, you know, he actually got Clips's logo registered and printed that shirt and pretty much took his shit. So that's why he's saying, how are you gonna let niggas take your shit? Because in that battle, Hollow was saying, nigga, you're dumb. You don't know how to register a business under an LLC, under your name, under a business name. So I've done it now. Now I own all the Psych I Lied or all of your merch. I own it now because you didn't copyright your shit and own your shit. So he's saying, once again, exposing how he's not intelligent and how you just letting niggas punk you, take your shit, right? Punking you, take your shit. Links back to the pills buried and you're not the doughboy you think you are, because a real street nigga wouldn't let someone just take their shit. And then in the third round, he talks about his father, which we won't get into, being a snitch, and then how that trickles down on him. So you're not a gangster, right? It all connects. This is what Lux does. He makes Bibles out of niggas. He connects your whole fucking life story in a verse, and it's just disgusting. But niggas just think it's nothing because they're not connecting this shit. Like, this is the fun of battle rap as well, is finding the meanings and connecting shit, right?
What's crazy is, if I break up with people because we didn't get along, I knew when to pass the baton in this human race we in. You can't tell that to a nigga without a car. Just him and his T-Mobile, the minute you roll over, he trying to play you like a sim, they was him. All the ex-producers and managers planning to be in my top 5 fave friends. Then they find out they ain't got drive for the long run. That's when they came to sprint, but this a marathon we in.
Oh my god, bro. Scheming once again. We got to go back. It's like a double scheme with running, marathon, and T-Mobile, and Sprint, and these companies, right?
T-Mobile on in this human race we in. You can't tell that to a
If I split up with friends, I know to pass the baton in this human race we're in, right? I can just split up with people and be good, right? And keep things clean and pass the knowledge and pass the information on.
nigga without a car. Just him and his T-Mobile, the minute you roll over, he trying to play you like a sim.
T-Mobile, but Team Mobile. He doesn't have a car, and apparently Clips doesn't have a car because he also says in this battle that Goods has to drive him around and be his chauffeur. So he's saying real things about him and incorporating it as part of this bigger scheme. Team Mobile, rollover, minutes, right? Phone scheme, right? But his Team Mobile, as soon as they roll over, he tries to play you like a SIM card, play you, but also the Sims is a game, like a computer game where you play the character, but he tries to play people that he is no longer friends with, right? He can't just leave it clean. He likes to play people, right? Exposing him again.
Nigga without a car. Just him and his T-Mobile, the minute you roll over, he trying to play you like a sim, they was him. All the ex-producers and managers planning to be in my top 5 fave friends. Then they find out they ain't got drive for the long run. That's when they came to sprint, but this
drive for the long run. They came to sprint, and then he's about to say this a marathon we're in, right? So you're treating this as a sprint, but this is a marathon. You're not fit, right? Also, he's fat. You're not fit for this type of beating that I'm about to give you, this competition. You're not fit for this. You show up unprepared in battles. It just all links in: sprint, marathon, running, right?
friends. Then they find out they ain't got drive for the long run.
Drive.
That's when they came to sprint, but this a marathon we in. The family's still here. My whole pack at the Thriller.
And then family still here, like family plan with a mobile. You can have the family plan and have multiple people attached to one account. Like, it's just all interconnected. The running, the marathon, the mobile, the phone, and then with an underlying message underneath it. 2 schemes at once. Like,
Little one, my mama, I'm riding, backseat full of killers. We on our way to Lennox. I wish a funny acting ass nigga would make a move, but you ain't never been stiller.
look at his performance, but you ain't never been stiller. Like, this is so coordinated and just dope, man. But he's on his way to Linux. That's where Clips is from. I wish a funny ass actor nigga would try to play up, but he ain't never been Stiller, like Ben Stiller, the actor, but you ain't never been Stiller. But I wish a funny ass actor nigga, keywords. Ben Stiller is known for being funny, and he's an actor. Going back to him being an actor, and you're just a funny, entertaining motherfucker, and you're just an actor. You don't live out the raps that you really talk about. Funny ass acting nigga would make a move, keyword move, but you ain't never been Stiller, so you're still. When I come and confront you, you're anxious, you're frozen, you're still, right? But you act out a lot, but you ain't never been Stiller. Dope.
Told my dog, I can't let this cat shit on the litter. Wreck and tangle my circle of life. The world is round, you gonna kill me now. Huh?
Even that little piece there, everything's bars with Lux.
Ain't never been Stiller. Stiller. Told my dog,
Stiller.
I can't let this cat shit on the litter.
Told my dog, can't let this cat shit on the litter. Right, we get that.
Wreck and tangle my circle of life. The world is round, you gonna
Wreck and tangle my circle of life, right? So his circle of people, that's his life. Wreck and tangle sounds like rectangle, circle of life, but you're trying to tangle up my circle and cause wreck in my circle. Wreck and tangle, circle of life. The world is round, right? He's just connecting it. The world what goes around comes around.
kill me now. I'm gonna flat leave my niggas.
And then flat, leave, right? Circle, round. The earth is flat, potentially. Leave. How am I gonna flat leave my niggas? I'm not like you. I love my niggas. You just break up with in your relationships very easily over petty shit.
Even Real Alive hit my jack late. He says, your man, he just came through the hood with goods rambling. How you want to handle it? I said, chill. He just filling you out. It's good. He panicking. This is what happens when these niggas get creatively.
See, it's also funny as well. He coming with goods. He just panicking. Like all that shit you can't teach.
This is what happens when these niggas get creatively famished and can't manage it. They mental feeds be fishing because they ain't bred for this type of meat, but you can hook up the sandwiches. I mean, look.
This is what happens when they become creatively famished, right? Hungry. They mental feeds be fishing, right? They're fishing, mental feeds, but like news feed online, right? They be searching and desperate for angles or personals about Lux's life just to fish for some sort of information, just to have an advantage, right? But he's saying you guys aren't creatively equipped the way I am. So you have to search and fish for things to even try to compete with me, right?
When these niggas get creatively famished and can't manage it, they mental feeds be fishing because they ain't bred for this type of meat, but
they mental feed, be fishing. They're fishing for shit, but fishing, because they ain't bred for this type of meat, right? Bread, meat, they're not cut from this sort of cloth. They can't just rely on their creativity to go against me. But when we meet, right? We get that food scheme.
Famished and can't manage it. They mental feeds be fishing because they ain't bred for this type of meat, but you can hook up the sandwiches.
Just reducing him to you can hook up the sandwiches, that's what you're good for. And he's literally displaying that. He's telling him a message of you can't fuck with me lyrically and creatively, while creatively putting this scheme together. Mental feeds be fishing. Ugh.
I mean, look, you got whatever advantages, could be damages. Standing in your lobby, I'm thinking how he put his rounds together. That's a sign. That nigga Audi, I've been planning this.
In the lobby, that's a sign this nigga could be Audi. The way he putting his rounds together, like the Audi symbol, rounds together, we get that. But he's not mentally there, he's checking out. It's just dope.
The rap rounds together, that's a sign. That nigga Audi, I've been planning this. The rap circles.
I don't know if he's referring to Artie Boom as well, maybe helping him prepare, maybe that's a reach.
I rap circles around the body. Nigga, you lucky, it could be bandages. My youngin' tried to get the hammer.
And then the circles with the Audi to a wrap circles around the body. You're lucky it could be bandages. Nasty. Wrapping circles around the body, it could be bandages, right? He's fucking you up, but wrapping circles, the circles linking with the Audi, but wrapping circles around the body. He's doing laps around you with his creativity, his lyricism. He's outlapping you, going back to the marathon and what we were saying about the marathon. He's doing laps around you lyrically. You're lucky. It could be bandages. It could be death. It could be like some mummy shit wrapping you up, right? Dope.
Shit like that. Shit like that.
Bang, 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 bang.
You lucky, it could be. My youngin' tried to get the ham in. I said, why, that tight time he ain't on, you way off. You talk that hustling shit, nigga. But bacon the only strip you ain't on. I don't know why you call yourself Clips, nigga. You got your name wrong. I bet the last time he drew on a nigga, he had crayons. The fake nigga.
That's sort of basic. Drew on a nigga, he had crayons. When you isolate it as a bar, it's whack. Like it's basic. But when you connect it to everything he's saying, it's relevant, right? Like he's a kid going back to you're a fourth grader, boss on paper, all labor. And then Clips took that opportunity to like signal to the crowd, like see how whack that bar is. Clips start getting tired and shit, right? But in connection with everything he's saying, it's fine. It works.
Niggas you got to pray for. I'm not gonna preach to him. He no disciple. Just indecisive. You got a right to question what I might do after that last one we had to fight through. But here's why I break the cycle. In case you feel delightful. That moment Mook hit me, I got a bit more insightful. I love my people. But some niggas, they just ain't gonna like you. You can't give your life to. Malcolm read his scripture, hoping he got the picture. But the only one you remember is at the window with the rifle.
God. That whole scheme. He's rhyming the multis in that same section. Disciple, life to, rifle, right? I'm not going to preach to him. He ain't no disciple, right? Talking about the ignorance of Clips, that I'm not going to preach to him because he's not going to listen anyway, right? Same as some of the people in the crowd. So, but the way he ends with that punchline, some people you can't give your life to, right? They're not going to listen. Malcolm read the scripture, right? But the only picture they remember isn't from the scriptures that he gave, much like Lux. And Lux is sort of like a prophet like Malcolm X. So establishing himself as that and ending it off with the only one they remember is the picture, the one at the end with the rifle, the one at the window with the rifle. The famous Malcolm X picture where he's at the window with the rifle. And that's literally true. The most that people remember of Malcolm X in terms of picture is the one at the window with the rifle. Meaning that the only thing that you guys care to pick out in what I'm saying is the gun shit, is the violent shit. That's the only thing you remember is violence. So I have to sort of attack in that way. I'm not even going to preach to you, right? All that preaching shit gets ignored. But the visual of that and the connection and how profound that statement is enormous. You know what I mean? The only one that they picture is at the window with the rifle. God. That's crazy, bro.
Have faith.
Have
You in
faith.
here with the meanest, nigga. And we gonna need you to mean it. Lately, you come around, but you ain't never got 3 that's completed. Everybody.
You come around, but you ain't got 3 that's completed. Stop yawning, nigga. You come around, right? You come around, you're here battling people, but you never got 3 that's completed. That's another truth. He doesn't come prepared fully. But around, but you ain't got 3 that's completed. Very witty. Very witty.
Everybody's DNA structure different, but he not me at the screening. I'm genius.
DNA structure different. Don't know if he's alluding to the fact that DNA helps him with his rounds as well, structures his rounds. One of his close friends and battle rappers, DNA. But your DNA is structured different because you don't come prepared as well like he does.
Everybody's DNA structure different, but he not me at the screening. I'm genius. That gray hoodie Lux who rhyme vibe smooth, fused with crime rules, why lose? I'm coming to win like a typhoon, fine tune. Every ball with the gun. Every bar with the gun, high noon, in the field, raising on a nigga like dry prunes.
Oh my God, back to back. Fine tune, why lose? I'm coming to win like a typhoon. Fine tune, coming to win. Typhoon, wind, typhoon. Destructive, coming to win like a typhoon. Fine tune, every bar with the gun. High noon, right? High noon, that's some Wild Wild West type of folklore reference, you know, with high noon and bars. Bar with the gun, high noon, raising on a nigga like dry prunes. Raising on a nigga in the field like dry prunes, right? So slavery times, raisin, as in raising the gun, but raisins in the field, right? Dry prunes, we get that. Dope. Smack just calls time straight away. Hi, nigga, you're doing too much. All right, you're killing this nigga. Calm down, calm down. But just look at the performance as well.
Lux who rhyme vibe smooth, fused with crime rules. Why lose? I'm coming to win like a typhoon, fine tune. Every bar with the gun. Every bar with the gun, high noon, in the field, raising on a nigga like dry prunes.
And niggas don't talk about Lux's performance enough. This nigga is outperforming everyone, bro. Just like his raps, sometimes he doesn't get the credit he deserves, but crazy round. This is why, I don't know how long this video is, but this is why I'm not going to break down all 3 rounds. We got to break down Clips now and give Clips his fair share. But that was a crazy round, bro. A little bit slept on, but that's what comes with the territory. When you're someone like Lux and you write in layers, not everyone's going to get it in the building. But Lux creates to be timeless, so it always works out. Dope, super dope round. Nothing wasted in that round. Everything is aimed directly at Clips, structured perfectly, schemes, many different schemes, bars, wordplay, entendres, metaphors, and just great performance, fly. I mean, what more do you want? And that's just the first round, but how he sets it up and he's addressing on key points of Clips's character and diminishing his character, exposing his character to the crowd, whether they realize it or not. But super dope round. Let's get into the Clips's round now.
Bang, 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 bang.
Yo, how many battles you gonna complain? How many battles you gonna complain? Stop fucking complaining.
Hey, man,
Complaining.
go ahead, rap.
What?
Everybody take one step back, please. Take a step to the side.
So you pay me then? You. Yo, Summer Madness 5. Wow. Like, where do I even begin? First off, I gotta salute Hollow for giving me that little scratch on the chin, making me bleed in our last fight, because it's exactly what I needed again, because I suffer from a disease called try to give a fucking titus. It's a disease that makes me not eager to win. Now, I've been diagnosed since 2012. No nurse or no doctor would even give me a suggestion. So I battled rookies and legends, hoping somebody can help me learn my lesson. I play around in every battle, but nobody can kill me. How is the question? Then I realized it's not a disease, it's God. And I will no longer play with my blessing. Ah, beloved.
First of all, Hollow gave me that little scratch on the chin. It was a little bit more than a scratch. The Hollow went crazy, wiped the floor, especially that first round. Might have been one of the greatest top 10 rounds in battle rap history. It was more than a scratch, but sure, I get it. But I got try to give a fucking titus. It's a condition that doesn't allow me, that makes me eager to win, and the doctor diagnosed me and I play in all my battles, but I keep winning. How? Like, this is his angle, and on the surface it gets the crowd reaction and it seems dope, but it's very bad. It's a very bad angle and is a bit corny. Like, you have try to give a fucking Titus. Really, you have a disease called try to give. What Clips is good at is addressing the elephant in the room. That's one thing good about what he just did, is addressing the elephant in the room. And then, oh, beloved, and then he turns to beloved, and it that creates a sort of cinematic feeling that engages the crowd, right? But and Clips is a great performer as well. But it's just not a good angle. You're literally admitting that you don't come prepared to battles, you play around in battles, and you still win. So, first of all, you don't always win. Most of the time when you play around in battles, you don't win. But you're kind of telling the crowd that, hey, I've manipulated you guys into somehow thinking that I'm winning when I'm not. And I don't come prepared and I'm cheating the fans. But it's because I have a disease. It's just a bit cringy, bro. Like, anyway.
And I, beloved.
Shit like that. Shit like
Bang,
that. Shit like
bang,
that.
bang, bang,
But the good part about it is he's acknowledging that he's been playing with his gift and he's playing with God's gift that he gave him. But try to give a fucking Titus. It's funny, but it's a little bit like
Beloved, you had the world. But after the Calico battle, it seems like you've been getting demoted. How ironic, you wanted murder and you got murdered, but I don't want to hear that you wasn't devoted, because every battle rapper in this building wanted to be Lux. Oh, but never did Charlie, nigga, you know it. I tried to take a hollow out in front of you, smack. What make him think Clips want to be loaded? Are you Muslim?
fire, dope. Got murdered by Murder, right? He did lose to Murder Mook. I think he got 30'd by Mook. One of the few clear losses in Lux's career. Yeah, so addressing that, good angle. You lost to Mook. You got Mook, ironically got murdered by Mook, dope. And then what makes you think I want to be loaded? I tried to take out a hollow in front of you, smack. What makes you think Clips want to be loaded? Fire, dope, right? I tried to take a hollow out in front of you. So what makes you think Clips want to be loaded? If I'm trying to take a hollow out, what makes you think Clips wants to be loaded? But what makes you think me, Charlie Clips, wants to be like Loaded Lux? I'm not trying to be like Loaded Lux. Great angle, fire bar. The way he put that together, that's a very intelligent, very dope.
In front of you, smack. What make him think Clips want to be loaded? Are you Muslim?
Shit like that. Shit like that.
bang, 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 bang.
I need to know, are you Muslim or are you Christian? Nigga, you've been confused since about 83. Yeah, you right, you was Rich Porter, and then a Black Panther. And in your next battle, you may be me. Now, when you came up with that slogan, you gonna get this work? When you came up with that slogan, you gonna get this work? That sent chills down my spine. That shit was crazy, B. But the work you give out don't last that long, nigga. You the temp agency. You left battle rap.
Sounds good, right? But horrible angle in terms of the angle. One thing I will say, Clips' delivery is amazing. He's got one of the best deliveries in battle rap. Great voice, presence on stage, delivery, the jokes. But he's saying, your work don't last that long. You're the temp agency, right? Like agencies that set up people for work, we get that. But that angle is horrible against Lux, because Lux's work literally lasts extremely long. He's the person that you would not say that against. His work is timeless and ages like wine. Your work is like the temp agency. Your work is more heat up, microwavable, more basic, more like candy bars, no offense. That's not the nigga you say that against. Your work doesn't last long. His work is the definition of lasting very, very long and being timeless in literally every battle almost. So That's just not a good angle, but it sounds good for the crowd, right? Because they just hear temp agency lasts long. Oh, I get that. They just make the connection. And that's what Clips and a lot of other battle rappers are good at, is they use words and wordplay in certain ways, certain bars that are easy to digest. And so the crowd roars, and then people people literally calculate who's winning a round based on how many crowd reactions they're getting subconsciously. They might not be conscious of it, but they go, ooh, the crowd roared then. Back to back, ooh, another roar, another roar, another roar. And it makes them think, damn, this nigga's whooping this nigga's ass. Because they're not critically thinking about what he's saying, right? The underlying message of what he's saying. But the crowd roaring is also because of word associations, and just they go, ooh, I get that. Temp agency, work. Oh, I get that, because it's easy to get. And then they mistake that with, oh, I get that. So, ooh, the reaction comes because they feel good. It's a sense of dopamine, just like McDonald's. You get it straight away. You eat it straight away. Oh, I get that. And so it makes them react off impulse, right? This is more the psychology behind this shit.
You left battle. You left battle rap and I held us down. But y'all quick to welcome him home without the doormat. Hey, what is resume like? He beat Miles, he beat Cal. Who gives a fuck? We don't condone that. You lost to Mook and Hollow. Oh, Red got a better resume than you, nigga, and now we know that. So it's like Fabulous spelling his name. Cause you should be where O at. I'm killing Scrap.
Once again, sounds great. You should be where O at. Talking about Fabulous spelling his name, right? Fabulous has an O where the U is supposed to be at, or vice versa, right? So he's saying you should be where O is at. And he sets that up with saying that your resume isn't as good as O Red's resume, which is a lie. See what I'm saying? He'll create a lie in the setup just to make the bar hit. And it does hit for the crowd because they're just reacting off, oh, I get that. You should be where O at. That's how you spell Fabulous's name. They're reacting to that isolated bar on its own, not the setup, not the actual overall meaning. Because that takes thinking and following and listening. They're not really listening. They're hearing, they're not listening. And people like Clips, and sometimes even Hitman, they take advantage of that. That people aren't really listening, right? It's not very well thought out. This is what I'm saying. Sorry to expose this, but it is what it is, bro. You can't say, bro, Lux's resume shits on O-Red's resume. What the fuck are you talking about? So just to fit that Fabulous scheme, that Fabulous bar, you'll make up and say Lux's resume isn't as good as O-Red's resume. You know what I mean? So to me, this takes points away from it. It just crumbles the entire structure or that entire bar because it's not truthful. Whereas Lux is building things on truth about you. You don't come prepared, right? You're not the realest person that you think you are. You are in the ghetto, but you're not. You're really a good boy, a good kid. We've seen you, how you've grown up in the streets. You have an image, right? There's just difference in the angles and in the structure of the raps, but he gets the crowd reaction.
I'm killing Scrap. Right now, it's a nigga paralyzed watching the pay-per-view like, oh, I'm feeling that. I can fill a gap.
I like that. Right now there's a nigga watching the pay-per-view paralyzed like, oh, I'm feeling that, right? I like that. Dope. I like that. I'm feeling that because he's paralyzed. We get that. Now I'm feeling. And even a nigga with paralysis is feeling me is what he's saying, right? Coming off of the crowd reaction, he's building momentum in terms of getting the crowd on his side. And that's something that Clips is very good at. Crowd reaction. He knows where. But the thing is, he literally writes for crowd reaction. You see the difference? Lux writes for the opponent and for the high intelligent listener, the people that can actually piece the shit together, and then anyone that's of that nature will go, Lux blew him out of the water. It's not even close. You know, like how I've been breaking it down to you guys. But Clips is great at snatching the building and creating the illusion that he's won, right? Because just so much crowd reaction. Look at all this validation I'm getting. Look at all this validation. It's actually smoke and mirrors because they're reacting to just what they know. It's always easier to react to things that are easy to get. So it creates the illusion that he's better or he's winning, right? It's easier to catch simple shit. And so it works against people like Lux, right?
Shit like that, shit like that, shit like
bang,
that.
bang, 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 bang.
I'm killing Scrap.
But real quick, going back to what Daylight said against Rum Nitty in the third round, just because you don't get it, that doesn't mean he's not dying, right? Oh, why do you use big words? You know, just because you don't get it, talking to the crowd, Daylight said in that battle, check it out, dope battle. Just because you don't get it, that doesn't mean he's not dying. And Lux knows that. So Lux is playing for a bigger, in a bigger grand scheme of things. He's going for that aspect of just knowing that you can fool these people, but you can't fool the internet. You can't fool future generations. You can't fool the world at large. It just takes longer to get exposed, like maybe how I'm exposing it now, and for it to come full circle. But the job is still done. He'll let you niggas catch up when you finally catch up. But in the building, it looks like he's losing.
Right now, it's a nigga paralyzed watching a pay-per-view like, oh, I'm feeling that. I can still a gat. I don't care how much Holmes improving. I put this hammer to where his ceiling at. One
Holmes improving, put the hammer to where he's ceiling at. Dope, right? Dope scheme.
look big and the other one sound big. That Shine featuring Gorilla Black. Back.
Dope, right? One look big and sound big. Shine featuring Gorilla Black. Shine's voice has sometimes known to sound like Biggie's voice, and then Gorilla Black looks like Biggie Smalls potentially. So one gun sound big and one look big. That's Shine featuring Gorilla Black. Dope, dope. It's dope, right? Fire. But the thing is, it's not really connecting to him. You see what I'm saying? And Clips doesn't really write in this way, but I'm just trying to expose the difference in writing. It's a dope bar in isolation, but what does that have to do with Lux? One gun look big, one sound big. What does that have to do in connection with your opponent?
Please let me work. Let me work. Please let me work. Let me work. Right now, it's a nigga paralyzed watching the pay-per-view like, oh, I'm feeling that. I can still a gat. I don't care how much Holmes improving. I put this hammer to where his ceiling at. One look big and the other one sound big. It's Shine featuring Gorilla Black. Back. Blow his socks on his head. It looked like Chiller Hat. Yes, do this back. Yes, do this back. For y'all that don't understand what I'm saying, it's Mr. Google Facts. Once again, my flow...
For y'all that don't understand what I'm saying, it's Mr. Google Facts. What does that mean?
Yes, do this back. For y'all that don't understand what I'm saying, it's Mr. Google Facts. Once again, my flow so out of this world, I advise you to get your Google Maps. I catch Lux while he running to his ride. But love it, then use the strap, make him pay before he enter the ride. This shit a Uber app.
My flow out of this world, Google Maps, kind of basic, but sure. But I like the bar at the end of that. Make him pay before he enter the ride. This shit a Uber app, right? You gotta pay before you enter the ride. But I'm gonna literally make him pay for what he's saying before he enter the ride. Uber app, dope, fire. No reach in there. That's dope. But that's sort of, this is what I'm saying with Clips, is that's sort of where it ends. It's a dope bar, but that's sort of where it ends. That's all I can say. It's a dope bar. But once again, that has nothing to do with Lux. You killing Lux before he enters a ride. Has nothing to do with Lux's character, breaking down his character, who he is, something he's said in previous battles, exposing him, breaking down his inconsistencies, something that's tailored to him. Like, you can say that Uber app bar against anyone. You can say that for anyone, right? So I'm just showing you the levels in approach and angles. Like, if you said that Uber app bar within a bigger scheme or angle that ties into Lux's character, that would create another layer and depth to what he's saying, and actually be more of a character assassination thing, is that's what Lux does. So it's just incomparable, right? It's just, the material is incomparable, bro. But it's dope. It's a dope bar, and this is what I'm saying with Clips and a lot of other battle rappers too. I don't want to just say about Clips, is they have dope punchlines and bars in isolation. Like, that's a dope bar. That's a dope bar. Cool. That's a dope bar. And then because it's a dope bar, once again, the crowd goes, "Oh, Uber app, I get that." Enters the ride, and "Oh, that's fire, I get that." And so it creates an immediate reaction. And then when you do a lot of those, it creates an illusion and builds momentum in that you're winning. It's an illusion, right? But that's what Clips and a lot of other battle rappers are known for, is great bars or good, decent bars in isolation. But you can't compare that writing with someone that has an angle, has multiple angles, and then houses his material within that, and then houses more material within that, and then like a seamstress connects and interwoven, or interweaves that material and connects that, and then connects that with a larger, broader message. And then he's doing character assassination within that, using schemes and entendres and more better and clever entendres that are attacking your character. You just can't compare that material. That's sort of what I'm trying to get at with this analysis.
Nigga, I'm super strapped, and I spill him all over the stage like a smack drink, or catch him and his crew getting high, then walk in and let the gat bring headshot blow his brain by his puma. Basically, I don't give a fuck what this cat think. The cops are finding Caesar next to some Dutchess. Welcome to Black Ink. What's up, beloved?
Blow his brains by his puma. Don't care what this cat think. Dope, right? If your brains are by his puma sneakers, cat relates to puma, brain relates to think. Dope. And then what did he say after that?
Headshot blow his brain by his puma. Basically, I don't give a fuck what this cat think. The cops are finding Caesar next to some Dutchess. Welcome to Black Ink.
Cops are finding his Caesar by his Dutchess. Welcome to Black Ink. Caesar as in his Caesar, his head by his Dutchess, right? The spliffs or whatever. But then I think the characters, Dutchess and Caesar, actually from Black Ink, so it all ties in together. So dope bars. That's dope. Fire.
What's up, beloved? What's up, beloved? Is you gonna shut the fuck up or not? Cause you're soft on Linux, but you always act tough up the block. I'm in Mother Z with the pump, hitting this door with a couple of shots. This shit a puff deal. It was specially made to fuck up the locks. I'm in this crib.
Dope. This a puff deal. It was specially made to fuck up the locks, tying that in with his, kicking his door in, or if he's, barricaded, I'm going to fuck up the locks, as in the locks on his door. But Puff Deal, P. Diddy actually fucked up the locks, the group, the locks, Styles P, Jadakiss, Chic, he fucked up their deals, or was known to fuck up their deals. But so specially made to fuck up the locks, but LOX, the locks, fire, right? But once again, these are isolated bars that it just has nothing to do with Lux. Like, you're creating a scenario about Lux being barricaded by a door, and then you're just gonna break open the door with your gun. Like, this is what I mean. If you just scan in what he's actually saying, this could go for anyone. As I said, this could go for anyone, but it's a dope bar in isolation, and that's what the crowd is reacting to.
Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
Bang, 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 bang.
I'm in his crib looking for his niggas, cause I'm about to do them grimy. Me and my pump just kicking it, sounding like a song from the 90s. They like, who could I run to? Looks like all y'all get behind me. What I wanna know is how do y'all plan to escape if the leader is looking tiny? This is for all the people.
I think Tiny, Who Can I Run To, the song that ties in, right? Who Can I Run To is the name of the track by Tiny, the leader of the group. Dope, like it's dope, cool.
This is for all you motherfuckers that said clips ain't nice. Right now, Eddie Murphy is calling Martin like this ain't life. Tay Rock
Is that really that fire that deserves that reaction? Martin's calling Eddie like this ain't life, talking about the movie Life, but like this ain't life, like this isn't really happening. It's cool, it's dope, but does it warrant that reaction? I don't know.
Bang, bang.
Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
Right now, this is for all you hating motherfuckers that said clips ain't nice.
Talk
right
to him.
now, Eddie is calling Martin like this ain't life. Tay Rock is watching the battle like this ain't light. And Quentin Miller is tapping Drake like this ain't right.
I like that. The 4-bar succession. This ain't life. Tay Rock, like this ain't light. Tay Rock's known for saying that's light. So he's saying this ain't light. What he's writing ain't light. And then Quentin Miller, Drake. Quentin Miller's known to write for Drake, be his ghostwriter. So even Quentin Miller saying this ain't right. Fire, dope. I like that. I like it because of how it connects together, those 4 bars in succession. In isolation, it's like but in succession with all of that, like Eddie Murphy, this guy, and he's referencing all these people in this scheme and making it rhyme. I like it. Fire.
Like this ain't light. And Quentin Miller is tapping Drake like this ain't right.
Fire.
I tried to relax. Oh, but y'all don't respect me until CC bugging. You see me dumping. Burners on his back. I guess his CD buzzing. Everybody getting staples. This Mac got an easy button. So many straps, it looked like misfitted C3 fucking. What's up with you, beloved?
Once again, it's the same type of shit. So many straps, C3 and Misfit fucking. So C3 and Misfit are known to be dykes or lesbians. So many straps, like so many guns. It looks like they're fucking CD, buzzing, burner, right? It goes together. He has a lot of gun bars, and this is what Lux was talking about in the first round, that all you have is gun bars and sports references, but it doesn't connect to anything. You're a 4th grader for coming with this approach, right? So if you look at the bigger picture and the angles and what's actually being said and the substance, this lacks substance, if I'm being honest. It's fire, dope, but it's more microwavable McDonald's shit. McDonald's shit tastes good and it gets the reaction. It's a perfect example. This match is a perfect example of fine dining cooking versus McDonald's. They both serve a different purpose. I'm not just trying to shit on Clips because he has some dope shit in here, but I'm just addressing the structure of his material and the substance and the angles. And I'm addressing it because it's so offensive when you guys say Clips destroyed Lux, and when the polls are just so, like, this shouldn't even be even. The real conversation should be Clips was fun to watch and was entertaining and was dope, but just don't put in the same breath that he washed Lux. It's embarrassing. It means you don't understand what the fuck's going on. It's a landslide. Shout out Calico. This is a landslide in terms of material, even performance. Lux performs way better than Clips here, if I'm being honest. But Clips is a great performer. But it's just two different intentions altogether. Their material is like this. You cannot compare this. He writes for the crowd. Lux writes for his opponent with depth, with substance, and he incorporates the bars as the final thing to make his point. The point and the substance and the attack and the angles is the depth, is the ground. And then he sprinkles the layers and the bars in there. For Clips, it's the opposite. The bar or the punchline is the point. That's it. This shit a Uber app. C3 and Misfit fucking. That is the point. There's nothing more than that. So most of the build up, it doesn't pertain to him too much. And it's just, these are, as I said, bars that can go for anyone. The C3 fucking and Misfit, that can go for any opponent. He's not talking about Lux. So it looks like he's doing damage only because of the crowd reaction. See, I'm getting into the psychology of things just to really show you guys the difference. Once again, because it's offensive when we try to rewrite history, or we're just not knowledgeable enough or clear in our analysis to see the difference and degree in separation. Because it's offensive to just say this nigga died when he clearly didn't. That's a lie. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh, I'm good then. What you gonna tell her? What you gonna tell the crowd, beloved? How I wasn't outside battle rapping with you, Mills, and Ice? Okay, cool. I can't lie, because in my father's life, my mom's kept me inside. I played video games and ate some damn pie, but when I did come out, I was that nigga. And I watched...
What? So he's even admitting to it. See what I said? Lux said he's a good nigga, and he even expands on this in the second and third round. He's even admitting it right there. I was a good nigga. I wasn't a street nigga. I was inside. He literally said, I was inside. I played video games and ate some damn pie. See, sloppy writing again. Why do you need to say you ate some damn pie? Like I played video games and ate some damn pie. What the fuck, man? Clips is fun. That's funny to me. That's just funny.
I played video games and ate some damn pie, but when I did come out, I was that nigga. And
But when I did come out, I was that nigga. I played video games. I used to play Call of Duty, and I used to eat some damn pie, you know, blueberry pie and shit like that. But when I did come out, you can't say when I did come out after eating some damn pie. Like, oh my God, Clips.
Watch Rex kill you on 8th. I seen this man fry. So if you battled on a roof and the loser had to jump, either you ass betted or you can't die. I just want to know what it is.
That's funny. That's hilarious, right? And see, now that is a good angle, Clips. Way, we got there, right? Because even Lux admitted this. Rex has said this. Lux battled Rex, T-Rex, who's another battle rapper, off camera previously, and he said that Lux lost to Rex like multiple times, or 1 or 2 times. Rex said this, Lux confirmed this, right? When Lux was in his beginning stages of battle rapping, on the corner, shit like that. This is when Rex was just murdering everything, right? Rex is a legend, man. Shout out to Rex. I love watching Rex as well. Very entertaining, very dope. But that's a good angle because, you know, Rex did kill him off camera. And then he said, and then Lux's slogan is, the loser has to jump. You know, we used to battle on the roof. The loser had to jump. He said that in the Calico battle. So then he's saying, nigga, you lost to Rex. So either you ass betted or you can't die. That's hilarious. Great angle, comedic, and just going directly at him. See the difference? He's going directly at him. Fantastic, phenomenal. Because he's playing on 2 truths. You did lose to Rex, and you did say that loser has to jump. So why have you not jumped? Either you're ass betting, right? You're cheating, or you just can't die. Like you jumped off the roof and can't die. Clips is hilarious. That is funny. That's hilarious and a great angle. Great writing. See, I'm not a hater, bro. I give it up when it's due. That's great. Which one? Fire. Fire. Fire.
You talking to me while the crowd going crazy. See, that's your problem. You don't know how to work the heckler. Stomach shot, paramedic surprise. They forgot how to work the stretcher. They like, where we gonna take him? He said Harlem Hospital giving beds out. That'll work, whatever. But the home's so big, Harlem Hospital and Presbyterian gotta work together.
Fire, right? Because it's playing off truth, as he said. You got to work the heckler, right? The crowd hecklers, but the gun heckler. And Clips is known to be a performer on stage, so you can't work with me being on stage. But then it alludes to, you know, what he was saying before in his previous battles. Lux was saying, you know, in the Calico battle that Harlem Hospital was giving beds out. And so he flips that and says, Harlem Hospital and Presbyterian got to work together. Hole so big that the two hospitals got to work together, right? Building off of a truth of something that he said. So that's a good angle, and it's just a good punchline. It's not the most creative, crazy thing, but it's fire, right? Fire, because once again, it's based on truth. It's a good angle based on what he said. It's not just random gun bar that doesn't connect to anything, right? Fire.
Shit like that. Shit like that.
Bang, 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 bang.
Bang, bang, bang. Let's go, Clips. Let's go, Clips. Huh?
I know y'all ain't, I know. Hold my time. 30. I know y'all was scared to bet on Charlie, because y'all ain't know what kind of clips y'all would get today. Funeral thoughts. I got a box on my mind. You think I'm kid and play. My brother want to shoot this.
Box on my mind. You think I'm kid and play, box haircuts, right? Flat tops, box on my mind. You think I'm kid and play, funeral, fire.
Shit out you. But I don't really need for a cig to spray. You know how many niggas I Will Smith by myself this Independence Day? Let's talk.
Okay. I don't need my nigga. I Will Smith you by myself this Independence Day, right? Will Smith movie, Independence Day. It's okay. I Will Smith you this Independence Day. Yeah, it's okay.
I need to talk to you, beloved. Tell the world how you started my career. I mean, go ahead and floss, nigga. But it don't matter right now, because Smack is both of our boss, nigga. So you could go ahead with all that bullshit. I advise you to go and floss, nigga. And we ain't see your son since the video on BT. Let me find out you becoming a lost nigga.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Bang.
Okay, fire. The BET reference. I actually broke down that track. You can check it out. Lux had a track called True Love where he's you know, shouting out his son and giving game and love and appreciation to his child, his son. So he's saying like, we haven't seen your son since that video, so are you becoming a lost nigga? Referring to what Lux has said against Calico, that Calico is a lost nigga, talking about his pops, his father, and that whole thing. So bringing that around. Cool, right? Fire. Cool way to end the round. Dope. So those are the first rounds. I don't know how long this video is. Thank you so much if you've made it this far. That's pretty much been the video, but I just want to leave it there and show just the difference in styles, in approaches, angles, material, when you really sit back and dissect the difference. Anyone that says Lux lost anything in this battle is just delusional, or they're just not equipped, or they're just not aware of the levels. So there's different aspects to writing, and I think I've pretty much stated that. But Clips is still fire. Clips is dope, and Clips has a purpose. There's people that just like that. Not everybody appreciates what Lux does, because they don't want to sit and think about it and connect the dots and appreciate that level of lyricism. That's fine. I get it. Some people just appreciate just getting it right then and there, and they just want to be entertained. And Clips is the best at providing that high level entertainment, funny, charismatic, great delivery, crowd control, and dope bars as well. I'm not going to just fully downplay his pen, but his pen isn't that great as well, because there's, you just have to call a spade a spade. There's some aspects of his writing are horrible, and then some are really dope. So that's sort of what you get with Clips, because you know he sort of relies on people not getting that shit, and it's just two different approaches. One aims for capturing the building, and one aims to be timeless and cares about every little thing that he writes. Also synonymous with Drake and Kendrick. In this instance, Lux is Kendrick, uh, Clips is Drake in their battle. Drake is great at making things that sound good, more entertaining. But when you break down some of the lines Drake was saying against Kendrick, it's hypocritical or inconsistent or not good in what he's saying. There's a lot of holes in what Drake was saying and a lot of mistakes he made in terms of his angles and approach against against Kendrick. But a lot of people don't give a fuck because they're just casual listeners, and so they're just listening to the shit. And Drake knows how to hit on certain lines and words and bars that just create immediate reaction, just like Clips that go, "Ooh, he said that, ooh," you know. Whereas Kendrick, everything is tailored perfectly, has substance, means something, is like flawless victory. That's how Lux writes as well, to be flawless and accurate in what he's saying. Clips doesn't care about being so accurate and being so perfect in the way he's coming across. So this perfectly mirrors that sort of dynamic. And just like Kendrick and Drake, some people say that Drake beat Kendrick, even though the consensus is Kendrick won. But it takes a lot to beat someone like Drake because he's so good at fooling everyone in just the flows and his voice and certain bars. And he does have talent as well. He's very talented as well. But they rely on people not being critical about things to give them the win or the illusion of winning. You know, someone that's not as critical of Drake might think that Drake won. There's people that think that Drake won against Kendrick, right? So it's just what you prefer and depending on the person. But that's pretty much been the breakdown. Thank you for tuning in. Let me know what I've missed. Let me know what your favorite lines were. Let me know if you think, you know, Clips won this battle or Lux, or what your opinions are. I'd love to get some engagement in the comments, add to the conversation. With that being said, thank you for tuning in. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.